Hey, how's it going, Cancer? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel, guys. I'm just getting ready to do your March bonus reading. Do I need to say 2021? I think that I do. So March, how's that? Woo. March 2021 bonus tarot card reading. So what I mean by that is that I find sort of a deeper, get with it, tarot card spread to do for you guys, and I found one called Advice from Archangels, and I thought it looked really interesting. And you know, you need advice from your angels. They are non-denominational, so it doesn't matter what religion or what spirituality that you follow. Your angels are always around you, so I thought this would be a really interesting read for you guys. This reading is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any Cancer cross watchers. And keep in mind, it's a general reading, so hopefully all of it will resonate. But anyway, I don't know if I told you guys, like, I'm a Cancer Moon, right? So I always pay attention to these readings too, very closely. I'm an Aries Sun and a Cancer Moon. So those are two very, you know, you got to watch your sun and moon. So I'm going to stop talking and we're going to start pulling some cards here for you, Cancer. The first one is going to represent Archangel Michael, and he wants to talk about your life purpose. So we've got the Five of Water. This is quite compelling. Okay, so on your soul journey, and it could be why, like, how many of you struggle with maybe anxiety or like a depression or feeling periods, just feeling low energy, even though you might be doing everything right, you know? Or conversely, a little bit hyperactive or just way over the top. You know, people could have possibly said, you know, you could be, what do they call it now? Bipolar. They used to call it manic depressive. People could be making comments about your, I want to say, mental health, and you could have examined everything about your current life and released it or understood it and acknowledged it so that it doesn't drag you down. But it's like this Five of Cups is going deeper than that. You know, I believe in reincarnation, you guys, and I believe that your soul goes on a continuous journey. And this is what I'm seeing here with this Five of Cups, that any sort of anguish that you're feeling, or it could be taking you a little bit longer to get over, like what you would call a traumatic event in your life. It could just really stretch out and you might not be able to heal or forgive yourself. There's some sort of past life event, and maybe you weren't the greatest person in your past life. It happens. You know, we all go on these soul journeys, and this is to, you know, it's for your soul to educate itself, right? If you've ever heard of that Earth is a school, okay? So you might want to check that out. So I get the feeling here that, okay, you weren't the greatest person in your past life or the life before that. And now you're like this really cool person and you're doing tons of stuff for other people, but you still feel like this sort of lingering tinge of maybe even like a nausea in the pit of your stomach where you're like, ugh, I don't know why. And you could recognize certain landmarks and feel like really appalled by them, you know, where you're like, oh, I can't go in there, or I will never travel to that destination. And it's because it's linked to this past life where not so nice you. So anyway, your life purpose is to find some way to cut the cord from that past life so you can move on with this one. Yikes, that card had a lot to say. Yowza. So anyway, the next card should work really well for you. And this is going to be from Archangel Raphael, and he wants to talk about your healing. Okay, so let's have a card from Archangel Raphael. So this is really important for you guys, is to find your mission and what really uplifts you? What makes you feel like you're floating above the rest of the world, okay? And I've seen kind of an Aries or Leo or Sagittarius playing a very big part in your life. They could really help you just sort of burn off any cord connections or energetic connections to your past life where, you know, I don't know, maybe you were an executioner or something, you know, just you want to look stuff like that up. It's entirely possible. You know, you could have been whatever. Let's not go down that road, but you can do that research on your own, you guys. Especially if you're feeling like your slate is never clean, like your heart is always a little bit heavy. Especially if you have some sort of recognition of a monument or a location and you get the chills, or you're like, ugh, you feel like you're gonna, you know, yak or something like that. So, I really think a fire sign is going to help you guys sort of burn all of that stuff off, and they'll give you the confidence in this version of your soul journey to help you find your purpose in this life, which is to eliminate the karma of your past life so you can live this one on a higher level. Wow, like the angel, just go faster, Robin. Like, we've got so much to say to Cancer, you know? So let's have a card here for your finances. And this is going to be from Archangel Ariel for you. Okay? Okay. All right. Two of Fire. It's like you guys are at a crossroads, okay? And again, you've got a fire sign here to help you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There is a beacon for you guys. This is a very bizarre card, okay? This is not your typical Two of Wands or Two of Fire. You guys might want to look up spirit animal giraffe, obviously. Is anybody dreaming about giraffes, or do you have a real, like, oh, I love giraffes, you know, inexplicably, and people are looking at you? Who has a stuffed animal of a giraffe, actually, or like a giraffe t-shirt, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to wear this bad boy today, you know? Let me know in the comments, you guys. I'm getting a really strong vibe here for you. But anyway, finances. Your spirit animal giraffe probably has something to say about that for you. But again, I feel like a really strong Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is going to light your path up for you. And if they're going to come in and help you guys, take the help. You know, that's probably their life purpose in this soul iteration, this soul evolution, is to come and help you. You probably knew each other in a past life, which is why you feel so comfortable with fire signs. So let me pull another card over top of this. Okay, so you've got the Page of Air. So there's something to be released here, and there's some messages that you're getting from angels, whether it's going to be from this reading, or you could actually do an angel meditation and tap in a little bit more. I really think that there's something that needs to be released back to spirit in order for you guys to be able to ascend to where you belong in this lifetime. Like, you're not meant to live the misery of your past life over and over and over again. You're here to find your journey towards spirituality and divine oneness, okay? So it's like you guys are going down a one-way street the wrong way. So, yeah. Anyway, let's have a card here for what action you can take to try and dispel this. And do you know what I mean? Where you just, I've had that, I visited Rome and I walked into, I don't know what building it was. I was just a kid. And I felt like I had been there before, you know, and I was like, you know what I mean? And I feel like you guys have been having that, and it's inexplicable to you, but it's because you lived there before. You lived there before. Or you know, you did something there. I don't know if you were living there, but you did something, Cancer. So, where was I? Ariel, action. You got the 9 of Air. Thanks. You know, just because this is actually really good advice. So the Nine of Air is equal to the Nine of Swords in other decks, okay? So all my other decks, they show some poor girl sobbing, you know, usually like rocking back and forth in a bed with all these swords coming over top of her, and like they're threatening to fall down, and it's like the sky is falling. So this is completely different, you know? And this is also really beautiful because you have this Page of Air, and it's related, the same thing. Look at the posture of both of these angels. So the Nine of Air is just saying, let it all go. It's not yours anymore. You know, it was that version of you that is no longer here. You're this version now, and your mission is completely different. You know, you're here to have a different experience other than like Attila the Hun or whatever, you know. Ragnar Lothbrok, although like he's my hero, but you know, releasing everything. This is the action that you guys need to take, and whatever, you guys might want to work out a little bit harder. You know, it might be really good for some of you, depending on your health, to just work yourself until you fall into a heap and start crying. I feel like some of you are not allowing yourself to have that releasing cry, you know, that you could really benefit from. So the Nine of Air is completely different. It's not hanging on to anything. It's like, yeah, well, that's okay. That's okay. So I'm going to have a card here. I'm going to have a card here from Gabriel, who is my personal, he's not my personal angel. It's not like you can't have him, but he played a very integral part in my healing from the dark night of the soul while I was going through hermit mode. I actually credit him for saving my life when things were at like less than rock bottom. You know what I mean? So he wants to give you advice on self-expression, what you can do a little bit more of. So you've got the Four of Water. Okay, so this is a really cool card too. There is something giving back here. Okay, so the Four of Water is generally that picture of some dude sitting there like totally mesmerized by clouds, not seeing the offer or the hand coming out of it with the cup full of something and kind of shaking it in his direction. And he's like, what? You know? So you have the Four of Water here, and there's a pearl in her hand. I think it looks like a yoga ball, but last time I said that, somebody commented that they thought it was a pearl. So, okay, first of all, I got the impression that you guys might want to offer people healing, but then you should also be accepting it. So, oh, this is so cool. I decided to pull another card here for you guys. So, I pulled the King of Fire. Again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're going to figure quite heavily into your healing, whatever healing that you have to do, regardless if it's from this life or a past life. Many of you, it could be a childhood trauma that you just didn't know how to process, and maybe the people that you were surrounded by just didn't know how to help you because they were a disaster as well, you know? So anyway, you've got this energy exchange between a water sign with the Four of Cups, and you guys are a water sign, and a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, okay? So there's this beautiful synergy between your signs. And again, you could have a fire sign as your moon sign, okay? There's this divine reciprocation with the heart coming out and being offered to you, and you turning it into a pearl and giving it back. I don't know what just happened there, you guys, but I just felt a complete energy change in the room. Like when I do my readings, I have my team in spirit. It's my angels, archangels. I just felt this immense relief and I feel like I'm going to burst into tears, and it wouldn't be the first time I cried during a reading, but I mean, I don't think I'm wearing waterproof mascara. So there's something so divinely beautiful in you as a healer, and you could find your own sanctuary. Oh, man. In that healing. Man, wow. So unbelievable. I'm going to put these down. Holy smokes. I'm going to pull one more card here for you guys. So we've got the Five of Air. So it's just really like kind of skipping through the fields. It doesn't matter what happened. You're here now. Live for the moment here, you guys, and find this fire sign that is your complement, that makes things really bubble up and turn to steam, because you guys are like a rare combination where you guys create this ultimate alchemy of transmuting any pain, anything that came before you, and you could set a really beautiful example for your community, whether that is local or global. I'm going to go have a great big cry now. So I just want to send you guys love and light and many blessings. Bye, guys. Bye.